of the drugs.
Era abantu abo ababayirenyenga bakobye president bamukobera ebigemagana n'amalwaliro n'eidagala mu malwaliro.
So it is easy to find out who is doing what in the villages.
Ya owekitiibwa president alikoba ati kyangu ino okinoonendereza okubona nani alikola ki, nani ali kuyingizaamu ki, nani atalikola ki.
Now the other issue is peace.
Ekiraku ne okuba nga tuba n'emirembe.
That one we are working on. The army is involved. I'm always directly involved. That one is moving well.
Era ekyo ndowooza twena tukiikirira abana Uganda tukiikiriza nti okuba n'emirembe amagye gaife galikola bulungi. Ate baba amagye poliisi gafuuka gabana Uganda ga bulido tinigalege twaboneranga mu motoka abantu bagatya gano oba ni jeno yabo otiti jeno olwokuba wagata mu discipline webale baba abasoga bakulage okwebasa kwetu.
In spite of the bad situation in Congo, in Somalia, in South Sudan, and the infiltrations which we get from there once in a while, the Uganda is very peaceful.
Ya akobye ngotwaire ku embere edindi ediri munsi editulira inaine nga South Sudan mu Congo edidawo olumu n'olumu aye okutwalira owalala tuyinza okuba nti mu mbeera ey'obutebenkevu tuli bulungi ino.
Now then the next issue of the masses are the jobs for the young people.
President akobye nga tutoirako ebyo byonna byo twakabala ekintu ekindi ekigemaku ate nga kigemaku buli muntu wa bulido n'okuboneka nti abavubuka n'abana Uganda bafune emirimu n'ensonga ey'emirimu.
And on one of the speeches I told you that if you adopt the method of commercial agriculture on a small scale, like the model of Mr. Nyakana in Fort Portal.
Owekitiibwa president alikoba nti rumu we yali alikwogera yatukoba ku ati ngoli tukoopa enima ey'okuboneka nti tokolerera kida kyonka aye olima ebyo by'otundaku ekyo oboneraku atuwaireku nga onakanya okuzwa omufotofoto eyo mu Western.
Olima olunda byotundaku ate birimu ekibalo.
Olikulira nga olima watundaku ate ng'otairemu ekibalo
olima n'okulunda byonna wamu
n'okwaya okulima n'okwaya byonna ate ng'obitairemu ekibalo.
You can, like Nyakana in Fort Portal, is employing 10 people. I think
Nyakana okuva mu Western e Fort Portal yawa emirimo abantu nga 10.
Now we have got like 9 million families in Uganda.
Mu Uganda tuyinanga families oba amayumba oba amaka nge emiliyoni 9.
Let's say the ones in the villages are 7 million.
Singa tukoba nti amaka ago agali mu byalo singa gaba emiliyoni nga 7.
And most of them have land.
Atenga bona baine eitaka.
If each one employs 10 people,
singa emiliyoni edo omusanvu ediri mu byalo singa buli family oba maka singa gawe emirimo abantu nga 10,
we shall have 70 million jobs, more than the population of Uganda.
Tuba nga tuyina emirimo emiliyoni 7 okusinga ku obungi obw'abantu abali mu Uganda.
We shall have to import workers from other countries.
Era kinaba kisaba nti tufune ku abakozi okuva mu nsi edindi edituliraine ni mu nsi yona.
And it has happened before, because when the British introduced coffee here and cotton, we didn't have enough workers.
Owekitiibwa president alikoba nti kyaliwo oku abakulembeze bale abaida abazungu nga bakaidanga muno webaleeta emwani titwalina bantu basobola akola abamalayo mu Uganda bali batono kyekitegeeza kyali kwogeraku nti tikibangawoku kisoboka okubaawo
Ebikado, people to work in the Bikado. We are to get people from Rwanda, from Burundi, to come and work in the sugar cane, to come and work in the coffee, in the cotton.
Owekitiibwa President aliko bati abantu twafunanga abantu kuva mu Rwanda kuva mu Burundi okuyida okola mu masamba gaife ag'ebikado n'amasamba gaife agapamba n'ag'emwani.
Now, those are the 5 points which concern most the wananchi.
Edo n'ensonga 5 edigema ku muntu owa bulido.
Free education,
okubanga abantu abaana basomerera bwerere,
wealth creation in the homes with the kibaro,
obukombe mu maka ate ng'otairemu ekibaro,
health, stopping the stealing of drugs in hospitals,
ekigamagana n'obulamu nga abasawu oba abantu abakola mu malwaliro balekera okuyiba eddagala lyaife mu malwaliro.
And those who say health issues can't be done properly are wrong.
N'ababakoba ati ebyobulamu tibisobola akolebwa bulungi bona baba bakyamu
because immunization is moving very well. Immunization okugema.
Olw'okuba nti okugema ate baba ninze nkulira immunization forum mu parliament ya Uganda. So ogema kokuli kujja mu maiso bulungi.
It's doing well.
Baba kyaliko banti abaana webagema wetwali ere emyaka gire egy'ekinaana nga President Museveni akaali kwida mu buyinza abantu balinga balema polio yafuukanga polio endwaire dino edekuluzima ayi baba olwai that polio okugema abaana endwaire edo bikoze bulungi ate tena nkisemba kuba ninze chairperson wa immunization forum mu parliament ya Uganda.
Omulamu oje akoze bulungi akoze speech ye
Baba Ansonia
ebyo kutafuta avireku nayogera ebibye aye ebyo mulamu ogi bikwatagana n'ebyange n'olwekyo mpagira omulamu ogi kyakobye nanze nakyengoba.
Baba tweyanziza.
As he was saying, some of the diseases have disappeared.
Nga President wakobye endwaire dindi dabulawo.
Polio disappeared, measles disappeared.
Polio yabulawo. Olunkusense lwabulawo.
We are now telling the young girls about the kokoro, the cancer of the uterus.
Sawe no President yaliko bantu government eribanga ekobera abaana abato abaisuka abawala okundwairo ya cancer owana baana.
All of those are doing very well.
Awona birikola bulungi.
So if vaccination can do well,
oba okugema n'olwekyo oba okugema kisobola okola obulungi,
why can't treatment do well?
Lwaki okwidandaba tikusobola kukola bulungi?
The problem is only in stealing drugs.
Ekizibu wekiri kiri mu kuyiba idagala.
I think vaccines are very difficult to steal.
Ndowooza eidagala ery'okugema ti lyangu lya kuyiba.
Because it needs cold storage and so on.
Okuba nti byenda olitereka obulungi nga mafriji n'ebindi.
So therefore, we shall have to get a solution for the the treatment side, the curative side of health care.
N'olwekyo President alikuwa nti waida kubaawo enkola okufuna okuboneka eidagala okulinogera eidagala abo abayiba okuboneka nti obwidandabi bubaawo bulungi mu malwaliro.
Now, the other issue is peace and then jobs. This is for the wananchi.
Kino ensonga eyindi n'ebyemirimu n'okuba nti tuli mu idembe.
Now, on the issue of the roads,
President alikoba ati ku nsonga egemagana n'enguudo.
the roads here in Busoga, there are many roads which we want to do, but we shall start with some major ones which we have been trying to work on for a long time.
Ya owekitiibwa Basoga mukuba mu ngalo akobera ate ebigemagana n'enguudo. Wano mu Busoga waliwo enguudo egirina okolebwaku aye twaba atandika n'eje gisinga obunene ng'okuzwa okwambaka otembulamu ti baba olwo nga lunene.
Kata omuli datandise okwogera ebibye. Now, the one I have in my head is the one from Ginger Bridge, Budondo, Mburamuti, Kamuli.
O President oluguudo olumundu omumutwe nirokuzwa okulutindo obita kwamba koti Budondo Butagaya Matumu oyabe Mburamuti paka Kamuli paka Bukungu.
Now that road we have been putting on companies, but it will be done. You can be sure it will be done.
Nti oluguudo olwo babaire batangekangawo abajo olukola company aye era luyida kolebwa baba webale ino.
I haven't checked the latest, but it will be done. It's one of our priorities.
O President akobera ati oluguudo ni lwokunguudo gisooka era lwaba akola nankubadde ali kwaba kyekinga.
Now, then there's the road from Kamuli to Bukungu.
Oluguudo okuva e Kamuli paka Bukungu.
That one must be done. We have been talking about it for a long time.
Nti lwona lwogeirwaku okumala ebbanga inene era lwona lutekeirwa okuba nga lukolebwa.
Then there's a road from Iganga through Luuka to Kamuli and Kaliro, I think.
Ya obaba alikoba ate eriyo oluguudo okuzwa Iganga obiteruuka obite Kaliro obito mu Kaliro meka iso tuukire kimwe Kamuli oluguudo olwo ena madope wadi baba tentaka kwongera mu byange.
So I know there are other roads, but if we could do those first.
President alikoba ate eriyo edindi aye singa tusobola okola edo mu kusooka singa tutandikira ku edo dakobye.
But I'm a bit proud because we have done some of the roads.
Aye President musanufu ino olw'okuba eri enguudo edikoleibwa.
One of my main roads was the one from Musita through Mayuge to Namayingo to Busia. That road, I'm glad we did it.
Muri kuulira o President akobera ati okunguudo egimu ejakoleberwe nirwo okuzomesita okwabe Mayuge paka Namayingo.
Therefore, those who say Museveni Mubeyi, now they're Baswairawo.
Nabo abakoba ati President Mubeyi oba alimba baswaire President ng'akoze mu Uganda oyinza okutambula ku nguudo dona wava point edinda ng'oli ku kolansi waire edinda ng'oli ku kolansi baba ekyonongeire mu kyange tokyogeire aye ino bakobera.
Then the road from Iganga to Busembatia to Mbare, that was a new road done by us.
Nga oluguudo okuva Iganga okujja Busembatia paka Mbale lwona luguudo olwakolebwa nisebalwanyi government eno NRM ekulemberwa President Museveni ate yo tujja okwongera ekisanda.
Then reconstructing this Kamuli Jinja, I think we have done it once or twice.
Nga okuyiramu okuyidabiriza oluguudo lwaife okuva Eidinda otuukira irala e Kamuli.
And then also Iganga Kaliro, we also did it again.
Era nga nolokuva Iganga okujira irala paka Kaliro bana oko mukimaite mukubireko president omungalo enguudo ejo abandi balimba ayo president aliko kutumula ku kintu ekiriwo.
Then the roads in Jinja town.
N'enguudo ejo mu Jinja town.
Some of them have been done.
Ejindi egikoleberweku omu Jinja town.
Now, the Maram roads.
Ati ano ku nguudo gyaisu gino egyeitakali.
There has been a problem of underfunding for the Maram roads.
Wabaire obuzibu nti esente egibaire giteekebwaku oba egibateeka mu mbalirira gibaire nga giba ntono ino.
They were sending 300 million, I think, per district.
Buli district babaire bagiwanga emiliyoni 3.
But we have added 1 billion, so it should be 1 point something billion.
Saawe eno bayongerayo obukaire oba akawumbi akesente kajja mu district wogaita ku nidide babaire bafuna kaba kawumbi n'obusente obugwirwako obundi.
So that should be able to handle the Maram roads.
Nti ekyo kitegeeza ki nti akawumbi n'esente edigwirwako kiboneka kisobolese amadistrict okola ku nguudo edo edeitaka.
And then the railway. The railway, we have repaired the old railway, but we are going to build a new one.
Ya ngati anekigemegana okugaali ejomuuka nti gyona giri kwirirabirizibwa era egyo egisookerwaku egyo tubona nti nijo genani nijo gyabosookerwako ate era nga baligiriddaabiriza.
We have been talking with the Chinese and other groups, but I am also thinking of using the UPDF to build it, because the UPDF are able to do anything you want us to do.
O president akobera ati ababaire agezaako kutumula n'abachina ayabona amaje gano engeri gye galikolamu emirimu kusa ndowooza gasobola okola kusa okulwairwe ate galina empisa.
You see what they have done with Nambole?
Mubona Nambole nti maje n'agaayiddaabiriza.
Recently they did the new terminal.
Bakola ku airport oba Entebbe bayigulawo omukutu ogundi enoni wedigwa.
Nawulira nti bano Abannayuganda batamanye ebirungi bwe bagendayo wano waluga Dubai
muri kuwulira president wasekere ati aba batatera kwabayo babayo balowooza nga ati bali mu Dubai ate nga bali mu Uganda owa president Museveni zena kanseka muweno sekemu
boti bamanyi nti Africa esobola okukola ebirungi buli kyebalaba bakigaraganya nekyabagwira.
Kyova nti tebamayite nti n'omu Africa tusobola okukola okusa kyova abantu batera okugwirana n'ebyabantu abazwenza ebyabazungu nga balowooza nti n'ebyo bisoboka twena tusobola.
So therefore we can do whatever we want to do, but the big problem we have now is corruption.
Ya owekitiibwa president akobere nti n'olwekyo tusobola okola ekisoboka okolebwa aye ekizibu ekiriwo ekinene ino niye enguzi.
Recently there was an audit by Auditor General which showed that there were many ghost workers being paid.
Waliwo ekitongole ekiboneka nti nikyo ekirondoola emirimu n'ensansanya ya gavumenti kyabira okuzuula nti abakozi ab'empewo oba emizimu egy'abakozi giri mu mingi ino aye nga babasasula esente nigyaba
Abakozi ab'emizimu
oba ab'emizimu
ab'emizimu abo balukulya sente kamaara. Now
that the ghost workers are taking a lot of money.
I saw that the Committee of Parliament is going to, I don't know what, no. Committee of Parliament, once you are a thief, you are a criminal, CID will move in and deal with them.
Ate obukiiko bwa parliament bwabaire bukoba nti bwakola ayo president nakoba ati bo mwibi oleke abagemaganya amateeka poliisi naki bakingiremu baboneke nti iwe omulyake bakukolaku.
If the Auditor General has shown that, then the next stage should be CID, not political, because political would have been bypassed by that time.
kidi ekitongole kiba kitulagira ekyo kitegeeza nti ekiyiririra tweba twetaagisa CID oba bambega aba gavumenti oba aba polisi ogemaganya ekintu ekyo so tibaba obufuzi kuba by'obufuzi balina engeri gye bagemamu ebyabwe.
Now, what these young people were saying, Simba and the other one, about the opposition, this one we know, we in the security system.
Ya o president aliko bati ababaira no Simba no muganda we ebya batumwireku ebigamagana na ababavuga ni president Museveni o president abimaite.
And at the right time, we are going to expose these bogus groups, what they call opposition.
Era ekiseero ekirituuka abantu bano balizwayo ne babambula babalagayo mu bulambalamba oyo manyanganyanga waabwe gye bakola yena.
They go talk with the Europeans to see how to force Uganda to be a puppet of foreign interests.
Nti baja Muse Dokuluya bayogera ebintu byona byona bye boogera nga benda okufuula Uganda okuba nga tunonereza bunonereze oba tuli kapeti oba bakozi babala abazungu nga bali kwogera ebyo byona byona oti Saabalwanyi azirawo asobola agemerera ensi dino emyaka gino gyona.
Omunyankole says
Omunyankole akoba eri olugero olw'ekinyankole
kibwa nkurata okugoberera omuntu ng'embwa bwegoberera mukama wayo kibwa nkurata.
Mbwe Munyankole akoba ati eriyombwa abanga nonererya omukama waayo.
They do that in other countries. They have been doing it in other African countries.
Babaire bakikola Musa edindi eda Africa nga bade benda ifa atube bagoberezi bugoroberezi kuba nonereza bunonereze.
And also some of the other third world countries.
Nensi diredindi edikari okulankulana obulungi.
But they don't know how strong the NRM is.
Aye tibaidi nti NRM tibaidi mani ga NRM gali oti ganfunza nto.
Like, you know, some people announced we are not going to give new money, new loans to Uganda. We are moving forward.
Nga abandi wabakoba nti Uganda tibajatuwa sente kodi tibajatuwa buyambi ayera na ile tibalituwa Uganda ekali were atukatambula.
Uganda will grow at even a faster rate than before.
Era Uganda tulikulankulana ku speed eyamangu okusinga ku wetwali yetu biseyo oba yetufiire.
Because the strength we built it by ourselves.
Olwokuba obuvumu bwaife bwetuzimbye tubuzimbye ku musingi gwaife bene.
The only people who helped us,
okutola ku abantu abo abatuleka kweinuma,
two African brothers,
ensi ibiri edomu Africa,
Mwalimu Nyerere
owekitiibwa omugenzi Mwalimu Nyerere eyali president wa Tanzania,
and Samora Machel.
ne Samora Machel.
That's all.
Nabo bonka.
All the others, if you want to help, you help. If you don't want, bye-bye.
So ababakoba oba benda otwamba batwambe oba tibenda byayibwe Saabalwanyi aliwo aida kukulankulanya ensi eno.
Therefore, those who miscalculate
n'olwekyo ababa bala obubi
that Uganda is a typical neo-colonial African country,
nti Uganda n'ensi eyo wansi eino mu Africa
zebamanyira.
President Museveni dirensi edindi debamanirira.
The Uganda is under NRM is a totally different cup of tea.
Uganda yandawulo ino.
We built our strength by ourselves,
obuvumu bwaife twabuzimba bene,
and we can defeat anybody who challenges us here in Uganda.
Era eyepankira ku Uganda yena tusobola omukuba oba omumalawo oba omuwangula,
regardless of who backs him.
ng'otwaire ku ebyo oba nani alituwagira oba nani alituwagira ife bene Kaguta Yoweri Museveni asobola okugema mu kintu kyabanga bwali kwenda
si Kaguta mwene
government
Kaguta n'abana Uganda abalwanyi ba
Kaguta n'abana Uganda bona ali baba nibo tudumira.
Therefore, what these young people are saying is true. At the right time, we are going to expose them.
N'olwekyo banaba bairano kibyobogeire bituufu ayi baida tuuka ekiseera babalage oba baanike amazima gaibwe.
Finally, I want to thank the people of Busoga.
Ekisembayo Kaguta Yoweri Museveni atako kwebazya alikwebaza abantu ab'ebusoga
because they took part in our struggle.
Olwokuba abantu ab'ebusoga bali ku bantu abamu abenigira mu lutalo olwaleeta gavumenti eno mu buyinza mukikubira mu ngalo abasoga.
In 1972, I was with Kasada. First of all, we went to Busesa. There's a town called Busesa.
Bana okatonda yatuwairo President Museveni ali kuyijukira bya olukumi lwenda ali kuyidukira ebyaliwo olukumi olwenda ensanvu n'ebiringa ninze nkalizaalibwa yayidukira ni Kasada woba atambula naye okujja e Busesa baba katonda yakutuwakirabo.
So I went with Kasada, we passed Busesa, we turned to the left and went inside there.
Baja ni Kasada batuuka e Busesa bayira ku mukono omugoda baja munda eyo.
And we had a group there.
Waliwo group eyaliyo.
Then we had a group in Kityerera forest.
Waliwo group eyindi ng'eri mu Kityerera mu kibira eky'Ekityerera.
The one with Nkoko and Ntare. The ones who were shot in public here in Jinja.
Eyo yaliyo Ntare ni Nkoko n'abaali eyo ebuna.
Then we had Mbigiti, who was driving a tipper for us.
Yaliyo omukulu yeba yetanga Mbigiti yali avuga tipa nga navuga tipa kulwa Ssebalwanyi.
Then in Jinja town here, on the corner, I always pass there and see the photographer Rubanga had a shop here on the right hand.
Nti mwidinda wano mwali mu Lubanga yali akuba bifaanani era buli lwabitawo aidukira ekyo yena yali awe mwidinda town.
So then in the second round we had people like Mzee Jinja.
Munankani eyayiraku yali nirata ifo omugenzi keke kiveidinda.
And they have been supporting all the time.
Ate eyali nga awa obuwagizi oba sapoti wona ekiseera kyona.
And after the victory, you have been supporting the NRM.
Era no olutalo n'olwawa era omugenzi ekiveidinda n'abasoka mubayire era nga muwagira NRM.
So therefore, I'm very happy that we are celebrating now.
N'olwekyo President musanufu ino olw'okuba nti tuliddaguza olunaku luno saawa eno.
What you need is to listen carefully to the message of the NRM.
Kyemwetaagisa abasoga okuba nakyo n'okuba nga muwuliriza endowooza n'ebyo NRM byebakoba era byebawa.
Muwuliriza bulungi.
Muwulirise bulungi.
The English say, many tongues spoil the broth.
Nti mu Luzungu eri akagera akakoba nti enumi edindi enumi eningi direetera okwonoona enkulankulana.
In Runyankore they say, endimi nyingi itukuza obushera, which means that too many tongues make the porridge spoiled.
Nti mu Runyankole lwona luliyo olugero olukoba nti enumi eningi direetera okwonoona obusera.
When I came here in 2018, I again told you what I think you should do.
Nti owekitiibwa pulezidenti bwe yayida mu 2018 yabakoba kiki kyomuteekeirwa okola.
The ones with the small homestead.
Okuboneka okola nimwe omuyina amaka amatono.
Like the ones of 4 acres and less.
Abayina ekyokuboneraku abayina eitaka eriweza eka eina.
No kwira wansi.
No kwira wansi ina isatu ibiri indala.
In 1995, I was here talking about the same thing.
Nti ni mu 1995 President Museveni yali ayogera ku kintu kirala ekyo.
You never heard me talking about a bikado for a small person.
President aliko bati ayo yali ayogera timwamuwulira ku ng'ayogera ku bikado ku muntu oyo alina eitaka itono.
Because to recommend a bikado to somebody with 4 acres or less is to condemn him to poverty.
Nti olw'okuba lwaki tawagira bantu balina eitaka itono kulima bikado w'okoba omuntu ow'eitaka itono alimu ebikado oba ng'oli musindika mu bwavu.
Ebikado, duma, pamba, those are not crops for smallholders.
Nga president wakobye ebikado, duma, pamba, nti ebyo tibirime bya muntu aina itaka itono.
We need those products, we need those crops, the country needs them, but they should be done by people with medium or large scale pieces of land.
Owekitiibwa president akobye ati twenda abantu abalima ebikado n'ipamba n'ebyo aye ebyo byandirimiirwa bantu abalina amataka amanene oba agali awo wagati amanene oba wagati ekitegeeza kuva ku eka ina kujja mu maiso.
For the small pieces of land, we recommended number 1, coffee, if the coffee can grow.
Imwe mwina eitaka itono eka ina n'okuyika wansi. President akoba nti yabakoba nti abawa amagezi nti mulime emwani.
If they can grow there.
Singa emwani disobola okuba nga dirimibwa mu kitundu ekyo ky'ovaamu.
Then fruits.
Then ebibala.
Then small scale dairy.
No kulima okwaya okutontono.
Okulima omuddo.
No kulima oinankani eisubi eryokuliisa ebyayo obente.
For zero grazing.
Nga ente mudayira okuluya.
Then food crops.
No kuboneka nga tuba n'emmere.
Then among you, in the backyard, you put pigs if you are not a Muslim.
Ate era emandu oteekayo baba ebyo biseisa byange ebibidi bw'oba nga toli musiraamu emandu ng'omaze okulima ere emandu yotayo ebiki ebibidi.
Then chicken for eggs.
N'enkoko okwaya enkoko osobola okufuna amagi.
Then finally fish farming.
Ekisembayo okuba nga osobola okulunda ebyenanda.
This everybody, you are misusing the everybody.
Bino ebibali obirima tuli bikozeseza bubi.
Because you are putting rice in the center of the swamp.
Olwokuba tuteekamu omutyere mu bibali omwo wagati ow'ebibali twataawo mutyere.
There is an experiment which I did in Paris in a place called Limoto.
Eriyo presidenti ekyobonerako oba ekyokugezesa ku kye yakola mu Parisa mu kyalo ekyo kyo muwuliire.
I made fish ponds at the edge of the Kibali, not in the center.
Kuba yakola wobalundira ebyenanda ku nkomerero ey'ekibali so ti mu center oba wagati wa Kibali.
And my people there started earning 7 times more from the fish than they were earning from the swamp, the rice in the swamp.
Era we yakobera abantu abeeyo batandika ofuna esente emirundi nga 7 okusinga ku kiki kye baafunanga inuma nga balimu omutyere aye nga kuluno bali kwaya byenanda.
So you can have fish farming which is also friendly with the environment.
N'olwekyo tusobola okuba nga twaya ebyenanda ate nga mumukidi nti okwaya ebyenanda byona mikwano oba bireeta bigemerera environment okuba nga ebaawo. Baba bano basomere ne wenjira mu environment ninkikoba nti environment bamaite UPA wamuleetere ate basomereira.
Then the everybody will come back and have water.
N'olwekyo ebibali bidda kuyirawo bisobola okuba nga biba n'amaadi.
And the water now we can pump it to the dry land for irrigation.
Mu bibali bino we munayira amaadi kitegeeza nti tusobola okupampinga oba okuba amaadi ago gava mu bibali gajja ku bukalu tusobole okufukirira ebirime byaife.
How can you say we are going for irrigation when you are drying all the bibali? Where will you get the water from?
Owekitiibwa President alikoba ate oyinza otya okukoba nti tujja kufukirira ebirime byaife aye nga ate ebibali tuli bikaza.
So the seventh activity, which is a high value, is fish farming.
N'olwekyo ekintu ekyokola ekyomusanvu ekiri ku omuwendo era kyoyinza ofunamu n'okuboneka nti oyaya ebyenanda.
Sikoberangako omunaku nti lima duuma, lima ebikaado, lima pamba.
President Museveni alikoba nti takobanga kubana ku nti mulime ebikaado oba pamba.
Ebikaado, pamba, this one, duuma. Even nente zaife ensoga oba enyankole ebyo byonna byetaaga ettaka eddene.
Nti nowediba ente daife, the local breeds.
Yes.
The president is talking about the local breeds. The Kisoga cows.
They need big land.
They need big. Detagisa eitaka inene.
So therefore, I'm coming back to again talk about this and also check what's happening.
Nti president ajja kuyira era tulida kwogera ku bintu ebyo.
Mwebale ino Kibumba abakuume.
Nti mwebale ino Katonda abakuume. Baba zena webale ino kunji.